Hi, this is Allison with Vigilant Canine Training, and this is Olaf's Go Home tutorial. We're going to go over some clips of some training that Olaf did during his time with us, and we're going to touch base on how to continue this training at home. Olaf spent a lot of time learning basic foundations of sit, down, come, leash manners, common manners such as no biting and no jumping, leave it, and a good solid recall to come back when called. This is a conditioning phase in this video. It means he's on the bed and he's being rewarded. So whenever Olaf is doing something that you like him doing and you want him to continue to keep doing, make sure to reward often. Such as in this clip, we're working on duration of sit and teaching a down. We're rewarding often. Every time he goes into the position we want, we give him a piece of kibble. Olaf did work exclusively for kibble for me. We didn't use special treats or anything like that. We just used his daily meal. To help with him transitioning to your home, I do recommend hand feeding him or feeding him only in his kennel, practicing a calm kennel command. This will help him start to familiarize home with proper manners. As you can see in this video, we're still working on that confidence. Olaf is overall a very confident puppy. He handles everything with ease, and even though he is a small dog, you wouldn't guess it. He's very confident, very controlled. Olaf has been introduced to people of all ages. He's been introduced to large amounts of people, small amounts of people, people visiting in home. Olaf has really taken everything in stride and done really well with that. For his place command, you can pick any bed. I do use an elevated bed as it is an easier boundary for them to read. I would recommend walking him up to that boundary, telling him place, encourage him to get on there, and then reward him for being on that bed. Olaf is still a baby puppy, so we don't want to put on too much duration or add in too many distractions at this point. I recommend practicing this place command often, but in short spurts. Have him get on there, count to 10, and tell him his release command, which is free. Olaf has been introduced to distance on the place command as well as distractions. But again, with transferring to a new home, we really want to take it slow and make sure that we build up that place command at home.
Good boy.
With recall, Olaf's command is, Olaf, come! When he comes to you, remind him to sit. He likes to go into a kung fu style pattern, which is putting his feet up. Just remind him to, Olaf, come! And reward him when he gets to you.
Olaf, come. Good boy.
Olaf knows
Yes,
a sit
good
and
boy.
a down command. We do want to continue to build up reliability and duration with that. You can do that by simply offering rewards for longer durations in holding that command. Meaning when you say, Olaf, sit, don't reward immediately, tell him good, and then count a few seconds and reward him for holding that position. The same goes for down. With Olaf still being such a young puppy, he is still on hand signals with those commands. Sit is just holding your fingers right above his head, tell him to sit. Down is putting your fingers to the ground and telling him to down. This is a better example of that place command. Hold your fingers right above that place command, tell him to place, and then reward him. Olaf got exposure to multiple different venues. He did go to an office setting without me there. The key part is without me. He went with someone he does not know to ensure that he could follow commands and be comfortable with someone else. Olaf did also get a professional groom done. We did a lot of grooming conditioning and I'm super happy to say that he was able to do a full haircut his first appointment. He is used to having his nails trimmed, his ears cleaned, and a forced air dryer as well as a clipper run over him. Here's a great example of those hand signals for his
Olaf,
commands.
sit.
This will help transition him
boy.
over and
Down.
keep everything consistent at home as it was in
Good
training.
boy. That's a good job, buddy. That's a good boy.
Kennel, Olaf can be excited when you come home for the day. Make sure that you do not let him out until he is calm. You can remind him to kennel and simply close the door, and then when he is calm, tell him free and let him exit the door. Leash manners. Olaf knows how to walk nicely on a leash. He can go a little slow, so just kind of go at his